third time in the last 80 years. And this is going to be returnable. And Beal Smith will take it from his 5. And he's denied the 25. Hit hard. Forest fans will be thrilled to find out that Cade Carney is in the backfield alongside Jamie Newman. And he hesitates, takes the handoff, and explodes across the 30. Picks up 13 yards.
You have to be careful on the edge. Just the patience up front to allow the blocks to set up.
Newman zips it downfield. Scotty Washington to the 50.
Similar play they just picked up a first down on. This time he's going to pull it and throw the slant out
in 5 yards against Utah State, and then did not play the last couple of games. As we see Jamie Newman overthrow Jaquari Roberson.
Forrest makes a mistake on third down and they can get off the field, much like that play there.
Dom Maggio on the punt. Fair catch signaled for and made inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure you want to do that. Maggio, I mean, that's as good as it gets, right?
Here's Davis Cheek, not a bad name either, and here's Jalen Thomas exploding up the middle. And a good start for the Phoenix offense. He's got 3 career 100-yard games, and he's well on his way today.
Got an excellent block on the inside by the tight end, comes across, makes a little trap. Drove up from Atlanta, the 6-hour drive from Atlanta.
Pretty good pressure there. Justin Sternad, the leading tackler in the ACC, gets his first stop of the day. Demon Deacons not giving up free yards is one of the reasons they're 3-0. This is the former CAA Rookie of the Year, Jalen Thomas, and he gets swirled down.
Unblockable on the edge. He kept the leverage to the outside. Actually got turned to the inside. That shows you his athleticism. They actually got Basham hooked there. And these two teams are both elite on this side of the ball on third down.
Something's got to give. Elon was fantastic on third down last week. And Davis Cheek put that exactly where it needed to be.
Autry in position to take that spot for weeks and just didn't come up with a catcher on third down.
The Wake Forest, North Carolina native Hunter Stevenson on to punt, and off the hop, it's Surratt with a head of steam across midfield and out of bounds. The Demon Deacons will start in plus territory on their second possession of the game. Jamie Newman looking to throw, and he quickly dishes it outside for Christian Beal Smith, who's taken down for a loss of 1.
A touchdown pass in 7 consecutive games.
On 3rd and 2, Newman keeps it, and he will get the first down yardage down to about the 34.
Taking care of the state, is he not? Yeah, no question.
Very patient and rifling across the middle for Washington, who's going to be tough to defend. He's the tallest guy on the field. Fantastic call by that side judge over there. Newman to throw again. He throws it short of the goal line, but Scotty Washington will walk it in. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
2 series to put it in the end zone, but the Demon Deacons have struck. It's Scotty Washington, and the Deeks lead 7-0.
In the open, he's such a good decision maker. Almost 200 consecutive throws without a pick. Another tackle for Henderson. He brings down Parham this time. You were a young kid. Who was the quarterback you most looked up to?
Well, I'm going to date myself when I start talking about that. But a good run there by Jalen Thomas through the middle of the field there. We talked about his explosiveness. 3rd and 10 is not where you want to live on third down.
Cheek hesitates and slings it over the head of Avery Jones at the sideline.
You've got to find a way to get yardage on 1st and 2nd down. Stevenson
back out there to kick. And it's a short, high boot that Sage Surratt will fair catch right around his own 3 single start of his career thus far. And he will sling it downfield again into a tight space.
Good job on the slant route.
And then a quick snap looking for Surratt. He came back to the football. One thing Dave Clawson said this week is sometimes Wake will intentionally throw it behind Surratt.
With the right hand to bat it away.
Potentially 4-down territory. 3rd and 9 from the 38-yard line. And Claude picks up 4.
The catch will put you in a conversion opportunity.
Well, here is 4th down. And it's Roberson, his 2nd catch of the drive. And he breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to go. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. First of the year for Jaquari Roberson.
Von Jones, number 10. This ball is caught short of the 1st down. He's got a chance to come up and make the play right there, but he overruns it. and what is going to be a 4-yard play and a turnover on down.
The win at Richmond has not thrown it this year. It's 3rd and 2. And Baughman's going to keep it and pick up the first down and more. Out to the 43-yard line. First down, Phoenix. Loss of 1 on the scramble, so 2nd and 11. And here comes Deshaun McNair again. Picks up about 11 yards.
JMU something to prepare for, right? You've got to get ready for Baughman to come in the run situation, so it helps him in that regard, too.
Cheek looking for Jones. Over the shoulder. It's Avery Jones for the Elon touchdown. Avery Jones. Catch a 40-yard touchdown so far.
Well, make plays down the field. You got to hang in there, and good protection initially. Gets thrown down late, but excellent protection. Just a post route to the inside, and you see the speed of Jones to run by
the freshman Isaiah Asisima.
Yeah, Asisima is a 3-year letterman in high school, but this ain't.
Wake Forest starts from its own 18-yard line. And Kenneth Walker III is the emerging freshman talent for the Deacs.
More playtime. Excellent catch there.
Incredibly patient. Unbelievably patient. And now Kenneth Walker Jr. across midfield and into Elon territory. Team be this patient on the handoff.
This is as long as I've seen teams wait on this RPO. But what
completions he's had in a quarter in his career. Kenneth Walker III waited for the hole and takes it inside the 15.
Walker came in on 22 carries.
2.
You jinxed him. You put
against Rice and UNC. Here's Newman, and he picks up the 1 yard he needed to get a fresh set of down.
And I'd be willing to see that they're doing a lot of self-scouting as well. Are they getting away from who they are?
Newman keeps it himself, and he's going nowhere, and it will be 3rd and goal.
These resources come to stop the run. I have to throw. If they stay back, I'm gonna run it.
On 3rd down, Newman fires wide open. Sage Surratt. The Deacons have their 3rd touchdown of the half.
The #1 receiver on this team runs the corner route, and just nobody in the same area code. Kind of a late effort defensively against Surratt, but that's the one guy in the back end, Avery Jones, for the 40-yard touchdown.
Jalen Thomas hit and dropped in the backfield. A host of Wake Forest tacklers, Suleiman Kamara.
Now this front seven's #1 priority is to stop the run game. Excellent penetration up front by Wake Forest in the defensive line.
Surratt standing at his own 35-yard line. Stevenson just barely got it off. And a fair catch called for and made it the 36.
Best in the country.
Wake Forest 3 running backs so far. 7 carries for 70 yards as the deep shot finds #7, Scotty Washington, down at the 20-yard line.
3rd down scenario.
Newman's already thrown the ball 21 times. He'll run it instead of throwing it here. Behind the play, an Elon player lost a helmet.
Which is the football that you're going to have it when he's done. This is the guy.
Looking for Washington, and that ball was intercepted. Great defense in the end zone by Daniel Reed Bennett.
Defender doesn't have to backpedal, and Reed Bennett does not. He sits on the play. There's nothing pushing him off. He knows he's got the inline as a backline defender.
3rd and short in the opening quarter. This time he gives it. It's Deshaun McNair from the 39. And it's a give to Thomas, who made it a more difficult 3rd down, losing a yard. Amari Henderson. Cheek looks the other way, and it's Avery Jones unable to haul it in with Isang Bassi in the coverage. Stevenson had a couple punts blocked in the Citadel game. Corrected the punt pressure. Here comes Surratt to the 25. And he'll scamper forward. He's won 3 straight bowl games and showed no sign of slowing down under Dave Clawson.
Yeah, Jim Grobe, heck of a coach, did an excellent job, and certainly Dave Clawson's got it going again.
Christian Beal-Smith escaped initially and then brought down, and it will be 3rd down.
Got a good play on 1st down, and then an excellent job of playing the screen, gang tackling, and now you're 3rd and long.
looking deep for Washington. That ball was almost picked off by Greg Liggs Jr. So the Deacons go 3 and out for the first time. Maggio back out there. A booming kick this time.
Returnable.
Indeed. Daughtry across the 30 and to about the 33-yard line of his ACL surgery that he made his 2019 debut. On third down, Cheek gets away from the initial pressure, but not the second wave. And Justin Sternad has his second sack of the season.
Cut him off. Watch. See how everybody's slanting away. Sternad is there immediately. Number 23. He ultimately gets in for the sack. But excellent job by Wake Forest defensively on the play call to give.
All week, Justin Sternad is introducing himself to the opposing quarterback in a not very friendly way. That punt bounces to the sideline and out of bounds. Wake Forest football with 2:19 on the second quarter clock. Kenneth Walker, despite that short gain, still averaging 13 yards a carry, 4 for 53. Here he goes again. Patiently waits for the lane. Has the first down out to the 30.
Out of their RPO, 3 receivers catching the football for touchdowns.
On third down, that ball traveled a long way for what would have been about a 5-yard gain, and pretty good defense on the perimeter from the freshman Trayvon Jones.
Newman operating inside a minute. He's got all his timeouts left.
Another quick throw near the sideline. That's a tough catch made by Stephen Claude for the first down. Called up Clausen, said, hey, I don't know where this kid's going to go. He's going to go to Harvard, but can you look at him? Here's Newman downfield. Surratt is open. He's got it. Touchdown, Wake Forest. What a dime that was from Newman.
Like this, you've got to get help up front. Let's take a look at the offensive line. They do a really good job. You see Walker step up and take what potentially was a blitzer on, but Surratt just runs through the middle of the defense, and just a mistake in the back end by Elon. If you're the safety, you cannot allow the slot receiver to run right down through the middle of the field without you shadowing him. It looked like Hillman, who's kind of a slash linebacker slash DB safety type, kind of got caught up inside, and Surratt nodded him and went right over the top. Excellent throw by Newman.
From the 25-yard line, 3rd and 10. And that ball tipped and incomplete, intended for Daughtry. Sage Surratt standing by his own 30-yard line. Stevenson with a nice spiraling boot forces Surratt back to his own 24, and here he comes across the 35 and the 40 and across midfield, but there is a flag down as Surratt brought down both in the air and on the ground than Riley Skinner, Tanner Price, and John Walford did in their first 7 starts combined. Out near the 28-yard line, Jaquari Roberson.
Get rid of that hit. A little surprised there wasn't something thrown there for roughing the passer.
Great protection on the line. Loic Naya had a nice block, and
offensive linemen are not straying down the field.
Newman sensed the pressure and turned what could have been a negative play into a first down carry of about 4 yards.
On Jones to get the big receiver on the ground.
On 3rd and short.
In front of the big QB and let him run with it.
Pressure's coming. Newman keeps it, and the decision to hang on to the football gets Wake Forest the first down. Most times you ran the ball in a game as a quarterback.
Somewhere around that 12, 14 times. But
Carney tripped up.
The one that hurts are the ones that are the sacks.
Sage Surratt in the slot to Newman's right. Washington at the bottom of the formation. It's Washington on the deep ball. Scotty Washington delivers in the big spot yet again, and it's a Deacon touchdown.
You make yourself vulnerable if you're going to commit everybody to the run game, which is what they were doing. So this is the low percentage throw. This is the lowest percentage throw you can force them into, and the ball is perfect. And don't forget, you got a 6'5" wide receiver that can high point the football. The coverage is as good as you're going to see. Reed Bennett's in perfect position. They've had a couple of mistakes on how to field kicks. Something they'll look at and work on.
And from the 6, they lose a 3-yard chunk.
He's going to look back at this tape and he's going to say, okay, it's the negative first down plays. You cannot have negative first down plays. Excellent job by Wake Forest on penetration in the run game.
Crossed over 1,000 yards in his career as a receiver last week in the win at Richmond. On 3rd and 7, Cheek overthrows Jones, who was open on the sideline.
3rd down for a reason.
Dave, Elon moved the ball their first couple of drives of the game. They scored the touchdown late in the first quarter. Since they scored the touchdown, Phoenix only had 18 total yards. And here's Surratt from his own 40 across midfield. Shakes another tackle. And it's Cole Taylor, the receiver, who helps to wrestle him not to the ground, but back to midfield.
300 yards passing today. I mean, I think it tells you a little bit about how good coaching you're seeing.
Some tricky footwork here from Kenneth Walker III. He is a shifty, a true freshman. Well, and he also talked about how oftentimes the star list is dependent upon what the offers are. Kenneth Walker III lost the football, but he recovers.
At 1,400 yards rushing and 28 touchdowns in Tennessee in high school.
Nowhere to go this time for Walker. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, and Kern, his job spinning away from the pressure, tucks the ball, runs down the sideline, and he's going to be marked right at the 20. Here the Deeks are hoping to get going. Number 80 at the bottom of your formation. And they give to Kenneth Walker III. His 2nd touchdown of the year for the Demon Deacons. 20-yard sprint for the true freshman from Arlington, Tennessee.
A freshman quarterback around the zone read, gets a little clip block off the backside as Wake Forest, or as Elon was bringing pressure. And then this kid's been impressive. He came in averaging 10 yards a carry. He's had a few that have kind of stunted that a bit today, but where's he at?
Davies, 9.
One of those guys that steps in the forefront. He had over 200 yards rushing last week against Charlotte.
I love that game. Looking forward to watching it. I wonder if you put Mac Brown.
Late December, mid-December,
Yep.
He early reported, went to spring practice, and that was what Mac said he wanted to do. He wanted to get back to recruiting North Carolina and be the winner in North Carolina.
Hold there! He's down! He's down!
Sage Surratt on the sidelines. Believe that's Jasir Taylor. And this is 3rd and 4. And a pretty good throw. Right on the money. Evan Leffler, Dave Archer, Abby Labar with you from BB&T Field, and Kern keeps it himself. This true freshman has handled himself pretty well.
Wrecking the offense. He's made a couple of really nice athletic plays.
They give to Delaney, former defensive back. They moved him to play running back. 4 years ago, final was 41-3. And Michael Kern getting his first chance to play college football today. Completes it to the perimeter for A.T. Perry. Passionate. Hired the right people. And Dave Clawson's on a mission here at Wake Forest. Michael Kern moves the chains. Another 1st down as Coleman brings him down.
Where the defense wants to get off the field and force a field goal. This is where you have to finish drives. You may have had a good drive to this point. You got to finish.
Kern down the seam, completes it. Touchdown, Wake Forest, A.T. Perry. In a moment that Michael Kern and A.T. Perry will certainly remember forever. First touchdown.
Young quarterback, the freshman quarterback, Kern, finds Perry right down the pipe. And again, why are you throwing the ball? It's because, I mean, Elon's got 9 players around the line of scrimmage to defend the run. There's nobody, as he's been able to recruit. They've in turn, handed it back to him. We're taking ownership of what we're doing and how much I teach the young kid. Excellent run there.
Where he wants it to be. After the first down run from McNair, it's back to Thomas, and he gets swallowed up by the redshirt freshman defensive end Royce Francis.
Ready to win my job. And I'm thinking, win your job. You're in a Hall of Fame. This guy's going to be a Hall of Famer. That's
at 3:30 from Chapel Hill. On 3rd down after the timeout, Elon is well shy of the line to gain.
There's bigger fish to fry, but certainly a big game for them looming next weekend with JMU that has a lot to do with what they're going to do in their potential postseason drive.
Here's Taylor, sees a crease, ran into his teammate, and drags a couple of tacklers out to the 35-yard line. Wake Forest today 7 of 12 on third down. And McKinney's not going to get that one. The clock will tick under 4.5 minutes to go. The head coach really appreciated it.
Yeah, it's a classy move, and it just goes back to reinforce what Dave's all about. He's rooted in the education thing and the opportunity he's been given, and it says a lot about him and the people that have been around him to help him.
By the way, that was Zach Murphy who just booted that punt.
As mentioned, interesting to watch his team continue to develop and continue to get better.
It's the 8th tackle for loss for the Wake Forest defense today.
They're going to start playing some bigger and better defensive fronts.
Michael Kern gets, beg your pardon, that's Joey Boffman.
Just good penetration in the back. This is something that kind of Wake has been here in the second half in the backfield.
Sing it outside. This is Daughtry. And it picked up first down yardage out near the 30. As we'll stop the clock with 2:05 remaining. Chatty guy. Boffman breaks a tackle.
Shows some toughness there. The Atlantic, no question.
Deacons have answered every test in the non-conference. Impressive wins over Utah State and North Carolina. Comfortable wins over Rice and Elon. And now 8 ACC games on the agenda.